Yo, what's up guys? My name is Jake and today we have tutorial 1 from me. And today's lesson we're going to be covering Particular, which is a plugin from Red Giant Software. If you want to purchase this plugin for this tutorial, which I really recommend, it's a great plugin, you should buy it. Links in the description. If you want to go check out their website, you can download the trial version, but it'll have a big red X over the screen, which doesn't look the best. But so I recommend you purchasing it. I mean, it's really worth it. It'll save you a lot of time and a lot of effort with this plugin. So if I scroll through the timeline, you see we have an optical flare, and then you see we have particles flying around. This is TRAPCODE Particular. TRAPCODE Particular is basically a particle system which allows particles, and you can change them from dots to stars to cloudlets, and it basically allows them to flow around in a nice fashion and give some color and all that good stuff. And then I'm going to be showing you how to do the optical flares with the flicker, excuse me. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go to composition, new composition. We're going to name this particular, excuse me. Let's make it 10 seconds long with the background color of black. Alright. Let's hit Control Command Y to bring up your solids. To bring up a new solid, we're going to name this Particular. Oh, Lord, what a day. Make comp size, make it black. Alright, and now what we're going to do, we're going to go to Effect, TRAPCODE, Particular. Now, you don't see anything because we're on the 0 timeline, but if we scroll through the timeline, you can see the particles emitting, and it's basically just a bunch of white dots, which doesn't look very nice. And we're going to be changing all this, so let's go so we can see that real nice. Let's go to the emitter tab. We're going to change the particles per second to about 20. And as you can tell, the particles are coming from one center point, which right there, and that's because it's on a point emitter type. So we're going to change it to box so it emits basically wherever it wants to. Alright. Now for the emitter size X, we're going to make this bigger or even bigger than the timeline. For emitter size Y, we're going to do the same thing, just bring it up. And for emitter size Z, we're going to give it some depth so we can have some 3D action in there. Alright, that looks nice so far, and if we have to change anything, we will go back. So let's close that, go to the particle tab. We're going to keep the life at 3 seconds, and we're going to change the sphere feather to 10. Alright, that looks nice. And size, we're going to change it to 3. It's not too big, it's not too small. You know what, better yet, let's go 2.5. I like that one better. Alright, now we're going to drop down the size over life, and we're going to give it a nice ramp, which basically fades it out over the size. It'll start brighter and then get darker because it's fading out. And the same thing for opacity over life, so let's go there. I think I had my things backwards. Opacity fades it out. Alright. And now you can change the color if you want to just a regular old blue color, but that just doesn't look good to me. I want some more flavor to it. So on the set color, let's change it from at birth to over life. Alright. And then we're just gonna, alright, that's good. Alright, I'm glad I did that. Let's drop down color over life, and if you guys have ever worked with Photoshop, you know this is a gradient. We're going to select the third one down, which is a blue, a white to blue. We're going to double click that. We're going to give it a nice light blue right there. Alright, and then we're going to move this one to the middle. Alright, that looks nice. That looks real nice. I like it. Alright, and we're just going to change the transfer mode to add. And before I continue, I'm going to go to my enable motion blur right there. Alright, and let's go to physics. And you want to put the gravity on 10, and if you guys know what gravity does, it pulls you down, so it basically pulls the particles down. And let's go to rendering, depth of field, depth. Alright, that looks good. Full render, you want the full render. Transfer mode, you want it on add, and for the motion blur, you just want to keep everything the same in there. So now that we're done with that, let's hit Control Command Y again. We're going to name this optical flares. Alright, that looks nice. Let's make it comp size. Alright, now we're going to go to Effect, Video Copilot, Optical Flares. And if you guys don't have this, I will put it in the description as well. Alright, now the default flare that Optical Flares puts in there is not the best. It's not the best looking, and personally I think it's ugly. So what we're going to do, we're going to change that, and we're going to go to options. And for this, oh, never mind. Let's go to the Pro presets, and if you need to buy this because it comes with Pro presets, and that looks real nice. We're going to select North Star. Alright, and the cool thing about optical flares is no matter where you move this, the irises, these are irises, and multi-irises move with it. So if say there's a sun over here, and then you're looking into a camera, it just looks nice. Alright, now we really don't want these irises. Alright, so we're gonna take off the ring, multi-iris, multi-iris, multi-iris. See, I always take off these irises. You know what? We're gonna leave that one on there. That gives it some nice touch. Iris, take that off. Leave all the streaks. And wait, there's one more. There's one more I have to take care of. I gotta find it first. Is this it? That's not it. Alright, there we go. It's the glue. Sneaky little devil. Alright, wait. We're not done yet. We're going to take out the excuse me guys. I got to find this. Nope, wrong one. We're gonna leave that, and then let's just alright, we're gonna stick with this. Let's just go right there. That looks good. Alright, the ring, we want that out of there. For the let's take that streak out of there. Alright, then now that looks pretty good. We're gonna hit click OK, and we're just going to drag this over to the right side, kind of off the camera, and to get the flicker effect that I showed you. And also you want to change the mode to add, so we can see our particles being emitted. There they are. Looks very nice. And for the flicker, you just want to simply go to flicker and change this to 40, and then change this to 30. Alright, and then for the let's also put the motion blur on here. That'll give it some nice touch to it. And smooth, we want it on smooth. And also, if we go through the timeline, you see the optical flare is always there. That's not what we want. So what we're going to do, we're going to select our layer, hit T. We're going to take this down to 0. We're going to hit the stopwatch, and we're going to go frame by frame until we see our first particle. And then all I'm going to do is crank it up to 100. Now, if we RAM preview this, let's just let it RAM preview real quick, and let's see how it looks. And as you can tell, the particles are flying around. They are fading out with a life of 3 seconds. That's a nice lifespan for a particle system. It looks very nice, and as you can tell, it's flowing down with the gravity, which is what we wanted. And the optical flares just basically gives it that touch that looks real nice. Alright, I think we're done. I think that's good enough. So you can see the optical flares are flickering, and the particles are moving around. So we have achieved our goal today. And for the next tutorial, it will be TRAPCODE Form, which is another great plugin by Red Giant Softwares. And stay tuned next time for Hardline Cinema. My name is Jake, and hope you like this tutorial, and have a good